Hi, I'm Gagan and I will be demonstrating blinking multiple LEDs project, and we will be demonstrating that how we can construct a circuit. So let's see what all components are required before we start. So the first thing is our Arduino board. So I'm demonstrating this Arduino board which we required for our circuit. There are different things which we need to first understand. For example, you can see this one is a power supply, and this big portion is USB cable. It is to plug USB cable, and here you can see there are multiple pins open. So you can see all these are digital pins, and these are starting from 0 to 13, and then there is a ground pin. So we will be utilizing 1 to 5 pin from this side. So all these are the digital pins. On the other side of the board, you can get the analog pins, and then you have some ground pins, and then the power supply of 5 volt and 3.3 volt respectively. So let's see what else is required. I need a breadboard, couple of jumper wires, few resistance. So we will be taking up resistance of 10 ohms. I use multimeter to measure it. You can use the desired thing. You can also verify it by its unique color code, and then we need couple of LEDs. So the only thing which you must know is to you should be able to identify the cathode and anode into the LED. So now we will be assembling the circuit for same, and we'll see how we can make it. Okay, so let's start integrating the circuit. So first of all, I will be putting this jumper wire into the ground pin. So let's do that. So we can verify it is in ground. So yes, it is in ground. Now put this into the breadboard. So now all the pins along with this side will be having this ground input, and I will be connecting it to my circuit further. Now I will be receiving all the inputs on these digital pins from 1 to 5. So let's put some jumper wire in that as well. I'm leaving first one as it's a 0th, and then I'm putting jumper wire in each of the output pin. I have used jumper wire of different colors to make it easy while integrating. It's not mandatory, but I generally prefer. Here it is. So let's put that into the circuit now. So I am connecting this to the second column of my breadboard, and in fact I should put this like this. You will see in a while that why I'm doing this. So I have finished installing all these jumper wire from my pin. So what all you just need to take care is about their sequence. So green is first, then orange, red, and oops, I made a mistake. It should be first gray, and it should be first gray and then white. So now I have got all the jumper wire installed. Now I need to connect my resistance and then LED. So I will be taking up all the resistance and putting it into the system. I'll start from the white wire Okay, so I'm done with putting all resistance into the circuit. So let's move it on the other side to have a better look of the circuit. I think this is fine. And now I will be installing my LEDs into the circuit. So I got my first LED, and what all you need to do is you need to identify cathode and anode. So this one is anode with the smaller side, and this one is the cathode. So your cathode will be going into the your cathode would be going into the ground supply. So your largest pin would be go into the ground supply, this one, and the another one will be attached to the power supply. Eventually we have also installed a resistance with that. So let's install all these LEDs one by one. Okay, so I have installed all the LEDs to the circuit, and now it is connected to the ground. So you can see all cathodes are connected to the ground. I have shifted my wire to here, and their anode is connected to the resistance, and that resistance is further connected to the digital pins, which are 1 to 5. So now I will show you my program. I will be programming on these digital pins, and we will be setting when we will be setting a voltage high on the any of the pin, so my LED will blink. So I will loop on the digital pins, I will set them high, I will wait for a while, and then I will set them low. So this will result as a sequence of blinking by default with two methods. One is setup with empty parenthesis, and return type is void, and a similar signature uh, method, that is loop, with empty parenthesis and return type also void. So these two are default method. I haven't tried anything yet. So here means you can see by the name they are defining themselves. Like in the setup method, we will be putting all the code which is required to run any process on the board, and this block of the program will be executing for the one time, and then there is another block loop which will be executing repeatedly. So all the logic related to the processes will be going into the loop method, and all the initialization related to the pins, like we have seen that we have 5 output pins. So I will be initializing them in the first block, which is setup block. So let's see how we can write the better code on the Arduino IDE, and then we will see how it is actually working. So let's start writing. So I will be starting with my setup method. I would need so I need a default integer. Let's call it delay time, because my LEDs will be blinking for a while. So I will be putting that time here. It's 100. I will explain what exactly 100 means is. So as we have already seen that we will be having pins from numbering 1 to 5. So I will be defining a loop which will initialize all the digital pin from 1 to 5. So let's call this variable pin starting from 1, I less equal 5. Oops, that's my bad habit. And pin plus plus. Okay, so let's set pin mode. this would be for the pin variable, and we will set it as output because we will be sending some signal on this particular pin. Okay, so we have set up the pin mode, and let's jump in to the loop part and program some sequence of the LED blinks. So here I'm going to write almost similar code which you have seen. I'm copying this block of my for loop. Am I lazy? A bit, yes. Okay, so here I got the same loop, and now what I need to do is I will be iterating on each of the pin. I will be setting up the high voltage to blink that to turn on that LED. I'll wait for a while, and then I will turn off that particular LED. So, and I will be doing this for pin number 1 to 5. So let's do that. So whenever you wanted to write any signal on the pin, you use method digital write. So this needs two parameters. One is pin and another is the voltage, which is high. And okay, so what this will do, this statement will simply turn my LED on the board which is connected to the pin. Eventually for the first run, that pin would be 1. Let's put some delay. So we have a method delay, and we also defined a variable on the top of the program which is delay time, which is 100. So basically delay method takes time in milliseconds. So here we got 10 milliseconds, 100 milliseconds delay. And now set the digital write pin and the voltage to low. So what it will do, it will iterate from pin number 1 to 5. It will be setting up pin first of all, it will setting up voltage high on the pin 1. It will wait for 10 milliseconds, then turn off, and it will be iterating for 1 to 5. So let's upload it on the Arduino board and see how it is working. One thing I forgot to tell, that this code is not looking very good. So let's auto format it. Let's remove some extra spaces and press Ctrl T to auto format it. It's looking a bit good. Okay, I missed a curly braces as well. Ctrl T. Okay, so let's compile it. I need to save it. I will be saving it into the examples. Save as blink sequence. So it is compiling the code, and compilation is done. Here you can see in the bottom. Let's upload it on the board and see the output. Okay, so let's plug in my circuit to the computer. Yes, it is plugged in, and I'm having a USB wire to connect it. You can see it is now connected, and here you can see my program. Yes, I think it's better now. So the setup method, as we discussed, and the loop method. So first now I will compile and then upload. It compiled successfully, you can see in the bottom, and Now I will upload it to my Arduino port. Yes, so uploading done, and here you can see my all the LEDs are blinking one by one. So it's now better. So now it is going from 1 to 5, 1 to 5, 1 to 5. We can also alter their sequence as well. So let's make some changes to the sequence and see how we will try to alter sequence of the LED blinking. I'm copying this block and I will make some modification. I have pasted it again. So what I will do is, now I will run this loop in reverse. 5, I'm changing some conditions, greater equal 1, and obviously pin minus minus. So here I'm doing same, putting that particular pin high, putting some wait time, and then putting low. So let's compile it first. Let's compile it and upload it directly. So this button will directly compile and upload to your Arduino board. So it's compile and uploading done. So here it is. You can see the now LED is blinking in the sequence. It is going 1 to 5 and coming back 5 to 1, 1 to 5 and coming back. So that is all about our multiple LED blinking project. Thanks for watching. Please like and comment. Thank you.